Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. As you can see, Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. And for this particular video, kindly let me know the name of the specific county you are watching us from. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who have been following the politics of the Republic of Kenya very closely, you should have noted that Raila Odinga supporters are actually torn apart over the move by their leader, Raila Odinga, to work very closely or to have handshake with William Ruto. In this video, I want to explain to you guys why Raila Odinga supporters are torn apart and why majority of them are actually very bitter with Raila Odinga over his move to join hands with William Ruto. First of all, I want you guys to watch this series of clips before we embark on the explanation.
Hali ambapo Ruto amefikisha hii nchi, sioni miujiza gani ambapo kina Mbadi na kina Wandai wanaweza fanya miujiza gani angalau kukomboa hii nchi. Sijui huyu Wandai anaweza fanya vipi mafuta iwe shilingi 100. Sijui huyu Mbadi atafanya vipi dola iwe 120. Ingawaje mimi ni mtu mdogo kumadvise Raila, lakini ajiadhari na Ruto. Hizo wizara mbili amempatia Ruto, ni kama amemrushia guruneti, akilepuka alepuke nayo huko. Mimi namjua huyu rais tuko naye kwa propaganda, namtambua kabisa. 2027 anaweza kuja akasema, si mnaona Gen Z, unaona hao ODM wamekuwa na wizara ya pesa, hii dola shilingi 300, waulizeni wao. Kwa hivyo ODM na Raila wasipochunga, huyu Ruto anaweza kuwaangamiza. Sababu hata Kalonzo pia na mwadvise, Attorney General bado imbaki hii, njoo uchukue.
Maandamano Kenya imeisha na usionekane barabarani. Serikali sasa ishapewa madaktari. Hii story ishakwisha. Na nimewaambia juzi hapa, Kenya is a political state. Na sisi kama ODM na Wajaluo kwa jumla, sisi sasa ni serikali. Na tunasema without any fear of contradiction, Ruto 2032. Inchi iende mbele sasa. Natuma onyo kwa Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, wewe umeficha pesa ng'ambo. Wewe wacha kuvuruga Ruto na Gachagua yako. Kwanza hii kitu inaitwa GNC, kuna wengine kama ndugu yangu huyu Mjaluo wa Majengo ameingilia tu. Hii ni vita wenyewe. Saa hii town watu wanasherehekea Joe amechaguliwa. Kuna sherehe town yaendelea. Nimeangalia Suba ni wapi? Kuna sherehe kubwa.
Mimi niliona ile celebration ambayo ilitokea hapa chini kwa majirani zetu wa mkoa wa Nyanza, mpaka nikaaibika. Kumbe hii watu walikuwa wameumia bwana. Sababu wamepewa tu kiti moja mbili, lakini wameshukuru na wamepiga makofi kabisa. Hata wakiulizwa wanaweza sema William sijui afanye mambo gani hiyo. Mimi nasema hiyo ndio taifa ambaye tunataka. Taifa ambaye kila Mkenya anahisi kwamba yeye ni part and parcel of this country. We don't want a country where there is exclusion, ambaye certain citizens wakitembea wanajihisi ni kama hao ni wageni katika taifa letu la Kenya. Kwa hiyo mambo ya broad based ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote, nyinyi mnakubaliana na rais vile amefanya? Mnakubalia yeye aunganishe Kenya yote ikuwe kitu moja, kila Mkenya ajihisi hii ni taifa yake, ili tuweze kupambana na ufisadi na mambo yote ile yote, rais aunganishe Wakenya. Hiyo mmekubalia?
Raila ni metaphors fulani. Leo anaweza kuja kama ndovu, kesho akatembea kama kinyonga. Kwa hivyo mimi nasema hivi, Raila kwanza amedanganya wa Kenya muda mrefu sana. Kibaki akamtumia akamwacha Raila pale highway. Raila amekuja ameleta hii kinaitwa shini handshake, yeye na Uhuru. Uhuru amemtumia pale, Ruto akaanza kuongea Raila ni mganga, Uhuru ni mlevi. Huyu Ruto akasema tambereka Raila kule Pondo na Wheelbarrow. Leo hii tena Ruto anamtaka Raila waongee walete dialogue Kenya. Raila, tumefanya maandamano na wewe, hujaifika katika makao ya Punke. Lakini vijana chense wamefika ndani, wamekula wali bila chumvi, wamekaa pale, wametawala machengo ya punga na wametoka salama salimini. Ni wengine walipata majira madogo madogo, hata mpisha akipika anasema achomeke vidole kidogo kidogo. Ukutuambia kwa ndani ya vijana watudanganya. Maybe Raila na heba kulipa ushuru ili ingia kwa Ruto akuonee fefa biashara yake iendelee mzuri. Na kuona kanda Kachawa alikwambia na kuonea under 18, mimi na kuonea under 17 Raila.
Mazungumzo ya dialogue hatutaki kwa sababu tuliambiwa handshake nusu mkate, ametukujia na mambo na dialogue. Atuachie Kenya, sisi tumuonyeshe William Ruto jinsi ambavyo Kenya inaongozwa na jinsi viongozi wanachaguliwa. Na pia ningependa kuambia vijana ambao tumekuwa na wao katika haya masuala ya kurekebisha nchi na kurekebisha bunge na kurekebisha pia bunge la Senate, kurekebisha ofisi ya rais. Tusichoke.
Unatuletea Raila hatumtaki, Raila tunataka aende EU. Akae huko. Sisi wa Kenya tutachagua watu wetu. Raila ngangane na kiti yake, amengangana na Kenya for 40 years, hajafaulu. Na sisi tumengangana kidogo tu, tunaona tunaanguza mbuyu.
Now from those clips, it is very clear that Azimio or Raila Odinga supporters, for that matter specifically, Raila Odinga supporters are torn apart. And I want to focus primarily on those who are very bitter and angry with Raila Amolo Odinga over his move to work with William Samoei Arap Ruto. Earlier today, I received a message from one of our subscribers here, a lady who's been with us here for a very long time. And this is what she told me. And I was actually surprised, and I'm not. This is what the lady wrote to me. Baba has failed Kenyans by supporting Ruto. Most of us are very unhappy with him. Now I even hate him. Baba is a greedy pig. This is someone who was supportive of Raila Odinga and has always been a supporter of Raila Odinga. And she's proceeding. I am still thinking about it. If he votes today, he will not get my vote. Ametukosea sana backing Ruto. We feel betrayed. I am very unhappy. In 2016, I spent 150k on Baba's election. I'll never support anybody ever. In fact, that year, I think Joho came to US, but I was unable to meet him because I was full-time student. Ruto, we all hate him. Let me just stop there. So there are so many people who feel that Raila Odinga betrayed them. And they're very bitter and they're very angry. I remember so well, after the last election, I used to run live shows on this platform. I did, I think, 3 or 4 series. Then I stopped because I realized the bitterness of majority of ODM supporters were on another level. So the move by William Ruto, so the move by Raila Odinga to work with William Ruto is not sitting well with some of his supporters. Why are they angry? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to LemFi. LemFi is a mobile money app for users in the UK, Canada, and the United States of America to send money back to Kenya. They offer the best exchange rates, and the money will be delivered instantly into your M-Pesa account, Airtel Money account, and of course, if you want, directly into your bank account. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in, and I want to go straight to the point why Raila Odinga supporters are very angry by the fact that Raila Odinga is working or allowed his members to work with William Ruto. Number one, and in my view, is the result of the bitterly contested 2027 presidential elections. Truth be told, majority of Raila Odinga supporters invested heavily, emotionally, in the last election because Raila Odinga only lacked one thing, the deep state. And they were assured that they had that deep state. But when the results were announced, William Ruto was declared the president by none other than Wafula Chebukati. Most of them up to now have never accepted that Raila Odinga lost. They believe that William Ruto rigged that election. And now, the guy who rigged Raila Odinga out of the election is the one Raila Odinga is now supporting. They are very angry and they are very bitter. I remember after the last election, I used to run some live shows, and I could tell that most people were hurting. There is another mzee on this platform who was hospitalized. I think he was 70-something-year-old, a good supporter of the channel from the United States of America, but from the Kikuyu nation. After that election, he really suffered to an extent that he was advised not to watch TVs, not to watch my shows and any other channel. Hopefully, because we used to talk almost daily, I've been calling him, though his phones are there, ringing, but I'm yet to find him after some time. There's also another woman, the same, 60-something old. So many people were really affected by that results, and they're still very bitter. And the fact that Raila Odinga is now endorsing this, giving William Ruto legitimacy, most of them are very angry and bitter with that. Number two, the Gen Zs also kind of gave them hope that they were going to remove William Ruto from office. And they were sure that ultimately someone was coming for Ruto. But what happened? Raila Odinga, the man they supported, then came to the rescue of William Ruto. The day Raila Odinga nominated those 5 members, ODM members, to his cabinet, to William Ruto's cabinet, that was the day the Gen Z demonstrations were finished. And they feel like, kumbe Baba has betrayed us. So there's that feeling. They thought Raila Odinga would side with the Gen Zs who are out to remove Ruto. Then Raila Odinga went to the other side. So they're still very angry with that. And of course, number 3, there's also those who believe that William Ruto was going to be a one-term president. Like myself, I believed that William Ruto was going to be a one-term president, and that Raila Odinga was going to help either Kalonzo Musyoka or whoever from Azimio to become the next president of the Republic of Kenya if he was not going to be on the ballot. Those hopes were so high. Majority of Azimio supporters or Raila Odinga supporters believed that Ruto was going to be one-term president. Then now Raila comes and endorses Ruto. And from the arrangements, you can smell that Raila is going to support William Ruto in 2027. So they are very bitter with that. And of course, lastly, there is also the Kenya Kwanza failures. Kenya Kwanza was failing. Kenya Kwanza government has actually failed. But who is going to carry the burden of Kenya Kwanza failure? William Ruto appointed Raila Odinga members of parliament body to be the cabinet secretary for treasury. To deal with what? Yeah. Tax. Opiyo Wandayi, the cabinet secretary for energy. To deal with what? Cost of fuel. Already the electricity has been increased and everybody is blaming Opiyo Wandayi. He has also appointed Joho, mining and fisheries, to deal with Migingo issues. And of course, Oparanya to deal with cooperatives, and not only cooperatives, but also the hustlers funds, so that he can sort out the issue of young people unemployment. Do you think they're going to achieve anything under current regime? No. So most Raila Odinga supporters are unhappy because they believe that Raila Odinga is falling for William Ruto traps. I don't know what to think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.